Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. I am your host, Conan O'Brien, future Llama Racing Champion. Guess you guys don't care about my career. Don't care about your careers either. But still, this one means a lot to me. But it's alright. You guys can watch this very special show that we have for you tonight. We have a very special guest. He comes all the way from Ithaca. He is the king of Ithaca. I mean, that's the king. That gets me excited. I get to meet a king. That's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. But it's very special. He's no talk show host or llama racer like me, sadly. But he's still the king of Ithaca, so let's give him some respect. I would like to welcome you, Tyrese III. I mean Odysseus.
Hi, nice to meet you, Conan.
Nice to meet you too. I'm really joking. I'm kidding with you, sir. So, you're Odysseus, king of Ithaca.
Yes, I am.
That must be a lot of work for you to accomplish.
It is. There's a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and I have to take care of many people, but it's all worth it.
That's good. That's good to know. King has a lot of problems you have to face. Can you name some of those problems that you have to overcome?
Well, in my country, sometimes there are famines, and sometimes there are wars.
Wars. That's a very big problem, folks. Wars.
We actually just fought one not too long ago. We had to fight the Trojan War, and that war lasted 10 years.
10 years. I can't even stay in my office for 10 days, folks. 10 years, that must be a lot.
It was very hard on my family, but we weren't just out there for 10 years. It took us another 10 years just to get home.
Whoa. That's a total of 20 years, folks.
And I was a long time away from my family. I mean, Telemachus was just born when I was leaving, and when I got home, he was a fully grown man. He could pretty much rule the kingdom.
Wow. So what did Telemachus have to overcome besides not having a father for those 20 years?
Well, there were suitors trying to steal my wife, Penelope, and it was very hard to try to fight them off. So they overstayed their welcome, and he was being pushed around by them, and they just wanted to kill him so that they can rule the kingdom, and they really didn't want Penelope. They just wanted to be the ruler of Ithaca.
So they didn't honor their tradition.
No.
Very bad. Gods get very mad if you dishonor your tradition, right?
Yes, they do.
I can understand. But besides all of that, you had some obstacles that you had to overcome during the 20-year span. What were some of those obstacles?
Well, there was obviously the Trojan War. There were monsters like the Cyclops Polyphemus who cursed me so that we would not be able to get home. There were gods, and the occasional women.
Woman?
What was that, everybody?
Odysseus, what woman?
Holy cow! No way! It's the Queen of Ithaca, Penelope!
Penelope, what are you doing here?
I was supposed to be on the show later, but I heard you encounter woman on your way home?
I did.
Folks,
What
this
a
is
goddess.
intense.
Goddess who?
Circe.
What did you do with this Circe?
Well, I was with Circe for 5 years, and I had an affair.
You had an affair? Why would you cheat on me?
I did not mean it. It was to get home. I did not give my heart's consent.
Odysseus?
Oh my god, that's beautiful! Ladies and gentlemen, King and Queen of Ithaca, Odysseus and Penelope. We'll be right back with you after these brief messages. What beautiful. Odie's Boyardee.
Odie's Boyardee is made of the best meat in the world. We get it from the cattle of the sun god. My men all left while I was sleeping and killed them like this.
Whoa. Whoa. Nom nom.
Ah! The meat is all natural and fresh. from the sunny island that Helios's cattle grazed. You can get my Boyardee at any superfood town near you. And don't forget about our new microwavable form.
Welcome, everybody. I am your host, Conan O'Brien. Today we have two very special guests with us, Odysseus and Penelope, King and Queen of Ithaca. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. You guys solved your differences backstage, correct?
Yes, we solved our differences.
Good. So we left off with Odysseus telling us how he got home from his 20-year trip.
Well, I had gotten home, finally, by a ship by the Phaeacians, who had given it to me because I showed good hospitality by telling them about my journey.
So the Phaeacians gave you a ship that you eventually got home to Ithaca with.
Yes, that is correct.
What happened when you first arrived in Ithaca?
Well, I had actually met my son, Telemachus, but he did not know that it was me at first because I was in the form of a beggar, and I changed into myself, which only gods can do. And he was also told that I was dead, and I was never going to come back, because everyone else had already arrived back from the war.
That was 10 years ago when everybody arrived back, because you guys were still on trying to get home, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool. And when Telemachus finally believed that you were Odysseus, what happened after?
We had devised a plan to kill all of the suitors who were trying to take advantage of Penelope.
And what are the suitors?
The suitors were all of these men from all of the other lands trying to marry Penelope so that he, my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
He can
Common
become the king.
Common mistake, Odysseus. Don't worry.
Sorry. It was so that he can become the king. And then he wanted to kill Telemachus.
Oh, he wanted. So, did Telemachus know that they wanted to kill him?
I don't think he knew at first, but it was kind of obvious.
Yeah, okay. So then you, Telemachus, killed off all the suitors and finally got to meet Penelope. Penelope, did you know that it was Odysseus who was in the shape of a beggar?
No, I did not know it was Odysseus as a beggar. He first came in with Telemachus and he got abused by the suitors. So I invited him in and I asked him who he was and where he came from. He told me that he knew Odysseus would be home soon and he would get rid of all the suitors.
So he got rid of all the suitors, and then what happened after that?
Well, I was talking about the bed in our room, and I said, how would you get rid of it? And every other suitor and imposter said they would just remove it and put in a diamond bed. And when I knew, the beggar said that it wouldn't be able to be removed because it was built into the house, I knew it was Odysseus.
Because Odysseus was the only person who would know.
Odysseus built the house, he would be the only one.
So Odysseus, you were finally reunited with Penelope. How did you feel?
I felt good. It felt amazing to be back home with my normal life, back to normal.
Oh, that's sweet. Penelope, what do you have to say about that?
It's great to be back with Odysseus.
Well, guys, that about wraps up the show, except for one more thing. Check out.
Yeah.
Thank God!
But you messed up. Swerg!
We're done.
Well, everybody, that pretty much wraps up the show. You guys know what we should dance off to?